Well, you can't see my beer, but I got one of these Jolly Pumpkin. It must be part Wild Saison, Ken Saison. Must be in another language.
Which one we got? I got the Brewing North Peak Company. This is from Jolly Pumpkin too. Brewed up north, swell,
Okay.
swill, hoppy wheat ale.
I got 6.4 calories, alcohol, 6.4% alcohol, 16 ounces.
This one is, huh?
I said, well, this is a biggie, 16 ounces here.
There you go.
Well, I'm gonna flip it over and I'm gonna give you a brief description of what I got here.
All right, give me a brief description. I'm all ears.
Yes, yeah. I got a nice crystal clear glass here, and it's coming out orange.
Okay. Okay, we like that. I like that.
Yeah, look orange or dark tea shape or something. Well, let's see. Yeah. I don't know how many. 5.5. It might go to a 6.
You want to go to a 6?
It might. It might go to a 6. I can't move it up that quick.
Oh, here we go.
Hey, I had to have my boy bring me some wine.
And she didn't.
Yeah.
She didn't went from her African name back to Khaleesi.
Oh! Wait a minute.
I can't
Say
see
less.
I got some.
She didn't. That was just for a while. What was that? A day? Come
Oh
back.
no!
What's that now?
Don't do me. Don't do me.
Auntie done gave. See, Grandpa, we stayed. We afraid Fort and Rib Honcho, so we don't got our ancestry done correctly.
That's why you got to make it over there so you can get it.
Grandpa, Grandpa had to go over there and see a chiseled version of himself on a cave wall. It was like,
look here.
He's like, I don't remember writing this.
he should be on there.
Yo, can y'all see me?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
I don't see nothing but my favorites.
Okay, Grandpa.
Hey, Josh, maybe I better hit that
Grandpa, this is the
maybe I
most,
should hit that comb.
this is the most clear we didn't had your picture. Please for me today. We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out in post because I know what's gonna happen. You're gonna hit that button, and Inkster gonna lose internet for another week. We just need it to maintain.
I think that's the key. I'll hit that Chrome thing. I'll be about to get on there.
Grandpa don't care about nothing I'm saying.
He gonna hit that button.
I'm tempted.
It's just like in Vegas.
Tempted.
It's just like in Vegas when he had an 18 on the blackjack table, and I said, "Do not hit it," and he was like, "You said don't hit it," and he was like,
"Here it goes." I walked away with the money though, didn't I?
It was the most improbable blackjack I ever seen.
It wasn't no 18, it was a 16. Y'all said don't hit.
No, it was 16, 17, 18. It was up there. It was like
he telling you it was 16. Don't try to question it. He said it was 16.
I look at the rest of the table. I'm like, Grandpa, the dealer has to beat all of us. You don't got to try to do this. And he just hit, and it got 20. He got 21. I was just like, I stopped.
He got more money than everybody else did too.
I stopped talking to Grandpa the rest of that night.
Why you worried about what everybody else doing? He was playing his hand.
It got bad when they started bringing him bottles of champagne at the table without him.
Look. Pop said you play your game, he gonna play his, and he played to win.
Yeah.
I think we told you this part though. Like when we first got there, we were sitting at this bar, like when we first got to Vegas, just waiting for I guess our room or whatever. And this lady had like a fistful of cash. She straight up, I think, was trying to like what's the word where you ask somebody something, but in a not what's the thing? It's proposition grandpa. She kept saying you she's like, you looking like a nice like, is this your grandfather? I'm like, ma'am, please don't do this to me.
Ooh, yeah.
Like, you know, she was fanning that money fought by grandpa and trying to sit next to him and everything. I was just like,
She ain't know Pop's money already piling up.
Right.
like, ma'am, I was like, this is not like, don't talk to me about this. Leave me alone.
Wow.
It'd
No.
be like that. It'd be
Do I
like
hear
that.
Freddie's voice?
Yeah. Oh, you can't see us.
No, I can't see it. Joshua won't let me hit that chrome.
How do you? Man, I'm telling you, Grandpa, it's you know what, dude. I'm saying I can't stop you. Do what you're gonna do, but I'm saying it's not gonna go the way you think it's gonna go.
And Pop told you the last time he hit it, and you told him not to hit it. It worked.
I'm just saying, like it's like a new adventure every time. Like, we finally got the internet back in Inkster. And Grandpa's like, you know, maybe if I just unplug it during the show.
Where do you think you take him in and get the thrill for adventure from? Stop it.
I'm gonna show you what I'm drinking. Can you
Oh,
see that can?
yes,
we
sir.
Yeah, it got a 5.5. I didn't give it a 6.
A 5.5 is still solid though.
Yeah, so it,
In your
I
rating
really
world.
do up to 6.
Oh, a new beer.
Yeah, wait, hold on. I gotta know. So what does your name mean?
Audra just means that I was born on a Monday, a female that was born on a Monday. But if I add Audra Mansa, the Mansa part is joy and faithful.
So, a Joy and Faithful Monday?
I am joy and faithful.
Oh, okay. I thought you meant like they combine it and it was like Joy and Faithful Monday.
Mm-mm.
So when you take one word and put another, it just changes the whole meaning of the first word.
Now, so depending on if you're a boy, a female, or a male, and the day of the week that you're born, that's the first part of your name. Right?
Okay.
So your uncle is Kwame because he was born on a Saturday.
Kwame means something different in Detroit.
Jael is Kwesi because he was born on a Sunday. Monday is Kojo, that's duty. So that's how you could tell what day of the week people were born on. Like, you hear people Kofi, that's on a Friday, Corbina. So they I think was a Yao is a girl born on Thursday. So that's how, like, when they see that, they know automatically, like, oh, you were born on this day. And then the second part of your name is just that was given to me by the elders based on my personality and who I am.
Okay.
And when I tell you they know that stuff, because I have a bracelet that says Audra. Every time they saw it, it's like, oh, you born on a Monday? I was like, yeah. Like, that's just how they roll.
That's the zodiac when you try to pick somebody up at the watering hole. You know, you born on a Monday, girl? Okay.
I like them Mondays.
I make Mondays amazing.
Dad is unimpressed. He wants to hit the button.
He wanted to hit the button so bad.
My
Hit
green light
the button, Pops. Hit the button.
Huh? Hit the button.
Pops.
Oh, Grandpa done it.
He's frozen.
He been hit the button. That's why he wasn't
That's
moving.
right.
Oh, wait a minute.
He been hit the button. He did it so smooth, y'all. We didn't even know.
No, I ain't hitting no button. All of a sudden, I lost my Chrome.
I knew it. I knew
I
this was
sign
gonna
in
happen.
again.
I knew it. I just said. I told Grandpa this was. I said just let it be.
I'll leave it alone.
It's too late now. I mean, you already
Go for it now, Pops.
frozen. Just do it.
Yeah, your video is frozen now.
Oh, you can't see me no more.
We can see you, but you're just frozen. Your picture is up, but it's just a picture.
No sound.
No,
We can hear you.
Wait a minute.
But your picture isn't moving, so we can hear you, and we can see your frozen picture.
Oh.
Grandpa just said you can't hear me. We have no.
Wait, did you say you can't hear me?
Anyway, I'm gonna hit this button and
Go ahead, do what you got to do to fix it, Pops.
Well, I gotta sign back in. I'm off the line. on
No,
my
no,
computer.
you're not. You're not offline. If you want to call, we can hear you.
Well, I got to use my password to get back in.
No, Grandpa, you are in.
Well,
Let
then I
that
can't.
let
I
that
won't get
grown
no
man
picture
do what
like
he
this,
needs to
though.
do.
Grandpa, if there's anything on there asking you for a password, do not put a password in it. We do not need like an identity theft situation. Grandpa?
Yeah, I'm listening.
Oh, I thought you did it. Just left. And I was just like,
No, I got to put a password. I got to get back online. I don't know
online,
what's
online,
happening.
online to what?
What type of window is asking you to put in your password?
It's telling me what I always say, enter password.
What type of site are you on, or what are you in?
Well, on my page, on my front page,
So it's a home page that you see a
Yeah,
lot.
my home page. It says sign in, enter password.
So you have to do that a lot.
No, this just happened, because I was on Safari and I should have been on Chrome.
So
that's why I kept saying I'm gonna hit Chrome,
But if you logged in on Safari, Pops, you should stay on Safari.
That's what I ain't on nothing now.
Yeah, you are, because we can still hear you. So you still connected. It's just a matter of
you can't see me though, can you?
It's just your picture is frozen.
Mm. Oh, okay. I'll leave it alone.
No. Hey, you find Safari?
like I said, I had to sign back in.
Do you have to sign into Safari or Chrome?
Well, I got to sign in and then go to Chrome once I sign in.
But you don't need to go to Chrome if you logged in on Safari. You need to go to Safari.
I mean, I'll be coming in on Safari, then I got to go to Chrome because that's where Google was on Chrome.
But you don't need Google though. If you click the link from Safari,
you can't get it from. We tried Safari. You can't enter no information. They tell you to go to Chrome.
So when you logged into this, were you into Chrome? Or
yeah, I was in Chrome.
What are you? Well, I just don't understand. What are you signing into? Like you're in the computer.
I don't understand it. It's like this sound is ain't part of the computer.
Oh,
it's part of some kind of audio, but I ain't signed in.
Grandpa done discovered a new version of technology we mere mortals have no privy to.
Well, I'm gonna sign in and see what happens.
All right.
Yeah.
Roll the dice.
Yeah.
Let's see what happens.
This is one of our classic helping Grandpa with the computer episodes, ladies and gentlemen. Just might as well sit back and relax.
Enjoy the ride.
Remember that time we were on here 2 hours and finally got him to come in and just did the show anyway?
Look here. Yeah, do what you gotta do.
That was a good day. Well, let me see. I got a swell.
Okay, now
hey, look at that. Look at that. I told you, don't you doubt 93.
I ain't on Chrome yet though.
It don't matter what you
we
on.
Can see you. We can see you.
I gotta go to Chrome so y'all can see me.
We can see you.
See you.
Now, I know I should have went to Chrome. Look, I can see y'all now.
And we can see you.
And we can see you.
I didn't never see none of y'all. I just heard a sound.
Now there you go. Look at Pop's getting in position. Pop's ready now.
Oh,
Joshua,
yeah,
you mind your business.
16 ounces.
Grandpa saw that I was about to show my can, and he was just like, "I can't have it."
Y'all doing the same thing?
3 ounces.
Yeah.
I got Swell, North Peak, Hoppy Wheat Ale, 5.5% alcohol. It says on the can, zesty, refreshing, and lush.
Lush.
Okay.
Yeah. This is one of the last few beers from when This is Sparta folks gave us some beer to rate.
Yeah, I got what's the name of mine?
What was yours?
Jolly Pumpkin.
Jolly Pumpkin. Yeah, that's the company who makes it.
Yeah.
Shout out to Jolly Pumpkin. There's one right down the street from me, basically in Detroit. We got to go there. Take Grandpa. When it gets a little warmer, I might slide out and get Grandpa out there.
It's when it Dearborn, nephew.
Well, yeah, but the one in Detroit is like I think that's the main one for the city. Like it has an outdoor beer garden and everything, and just something different.
Fancy.
What are you drinking, Crystal?
I'm just drinking some wine today. I'm drinking a quarter barrel. I think it's a cab or something.
Freddie drinking some wine too. He mighty quiet back over in there.
Yeah. I got a white wine, a Pinot Grigio.
Look at them. They didn't got the African names. Don't even drink beer no more.
What do you call it?
Don't even drink beer no more.
His beer is called a Pinot Grigio.
Pinot Grigio.
That's a wine, eh?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's a type of wine.
Okay.
Karens love it.
Yeah.
All right, what's the topic of the day?
Oh, I mean, because we haven't talked to you guys in a while. I mean, you guys want to give us a recap of how the journey went?
Oh, you mean since you ditched us last week for your guests, like we weren't even here? Oh,
No,
okay.
wrong,
I get it.
Y'all left us
last week. He forgot he even talked to us last week.
I'm talking about we didn't get to ask you about it because like I was trying to have guests while y'all were gone so we could keep the show moving because y'all just were being shining, shimmering, and splendid on the other side of the world. Yeah.
I like that.
And splendid.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we over here. Oh, by the way, gotta give an update. How far are you into the bar exam, Auntie?
Man, look here. I'm already a magistrate. Y'all didn't even know it's my ceremony.
You're a magistrate now, eh?
Yeah, I'm a magistrate now.
Last week we must have looked so country. Like you said, what now? A magistrate.
I don't think I've ever used Google so much during one show.
Like what you say? You ain't a judge, as a magistrate now, but you're doing something different. You doing night court. That's what you doing.
You're doing night court. That was hilarious.
That used to be one of my favorite shows, by the way.
Night Court came back on TV.
I don't want to see no remakes.
No, they couldn't match the one that they had.
Nah, they couldn't.
I don't want to spoil it.
I'm with you, Pops. Keep the original the original.
Yeah,
I agree.
Well,
so what you want to know about Africa, nephew?
Shoot. I mean, y'all were. How many countries did you guys go to while you were there this time?
We just went to Egypt and Ghana.
Okay. So Auntie, was this your first time going to Egypt?
Yes.
So how was it going through fresh eyes when you were landing the plane? Doesn't the Nile River kind of look like Detroit? That little area where the buildings are.
Hell no! Don't you ever.
I remember Uncle Pooh sent that picture of them landing. I was like, man, it look like Belle Isle right there.
You're funny. But I think we were in the middle of the plane, so I don't remember seeing the river when we were landing.
No, I can't remember how many.
Yeah, I don't think we were in the middle, so we weren't by a window to be able to see it. But yeah, I was trying
to see what?
The Nile River.
Oh. Yeah, I don't think we saw no Nile River, did we, Freddie?
Yeah, yes, you did. You were on the Nile River.
No, I'm talking about from a plane.
The landing.
Oh,
you was on the Nile too, weren't you?
Yes, sir. We stayed in the same hotel.
2 days on the Nile.
Mm-hmm. So I think the first time I saw the Nile was when we were pulling up to the hotel, and then fortunately we had a view of the Nile from our room.
Yeah, right.
And then got to cruise the Nile.
Yeah.
So yeah, it was crazy. I was talking to my esthetician about that yesterday. Like it was just so crazy because as a little ghetto girl, I never thought I would touch the pyramids, let alone go in the pyramids and be able to cruise on the Nile. Like
that's what I was thinking when I was cruising down the Nile. I said, who'd have thought it? And I thought I'd ever be cruising down the Nile looking. Oh, it was beautiful though.
It was.
I mean, it wasn't so much to see, but just the idea that you flying down the Nile. I mean, floating down the Nile with history behind you.
Yeah.
There was some royalty probably went up and down the Nile,
Yeah.
Absolutely.
But there was actually a lot to see, Pops. Like if you think about how much greenery there was on each side.
Yeah.
Think
Before
about
you get off into the desert, right?
Mm-hmm.
To the sides is greenery on both. That's what made it so beautiful.
Yep. And then there were times where we could see like I don't know if they were caves or whatever, but like sort of built into the bricks along the Nile.
Yeah.
I remember us going under bridges, like just tripping off of all the things that people, don't think Africa has. They were doing construction while we were on the Nile. We waving at the people while they working, they waving at us. It was just so doggone cool. It was just so cool. Like, wow. I wish it would have been a little bit warmer.
It wasn't warm in Egypt?
Like, we would wake up some days. I think the lowest when we woke up was like 42. But the majority of the days it'd be like 50 in the morning, and then we'll get only up to like 70 if we were lucky throughout the day.
See, that's wild to me because we
had all nice days, didn't we, Freddie?
Yeah. October was really nice. February was cool. Like that was surprising. It was downright pretty much cold.
Yeah. Like when we went back and we did the ATVs, we were begging to come in. We were all cold. We were like, can we go back now? Like, it was fun and it was pretty, but we were all so doggone cold. That's why I ended up catching a cold like that last day, because the temperature was going so up and down. And down.
Did you ride a camel?
Yep.
You rode the camel?
Yes, sir, I did. Now I tell y'all, look here, riding a camel is not like riding a horse. It's not, y'all.
No, I guess it ain't that horse. That camel pretty big.
It's big and it's clunky. It's clunky when it walks. Horses are all smooth and pretty. Those doggone camels are like boom, boom. Like I thought I was gonna be call it a camel. I would take one picture and I throw my phone right back in my backpack and hold on, because I was like, what I'm not gonna do is fall off a camel. That's what I'm not gonna do.
Aren't they a lot taller than horses? Like,
hell yeah.
Yeah, it's a long way up.
Like, I would just kept looking down, like, if I fall, this is not gonna be good. And then it's rocks out there, so they would lose their footing too. So mine kept stumbling. I was like, camel, don't you fall. Please don't fall.
Remember, Auntie, out there in Africa, it's the history of what, like, you can't be a king without the throne of the woman. So if you passed away, they'd have buried Uncle Pooh Bear in the same sarcophagus with you. Y'all been like this, nose to nose.
I got her own tune. What you talking about?
So I want to talk about takeaways. Freddie Taylor, what was your biggest? I'm gonna ask Pops first. Pops, what was your biggest takeaway from Egypt?
My biggest takeaway was at Aswan, that carving in the wall, that north and south, and I saw that boy in the south, and I saw some folks from Inkster there. That was my biggest takeaway.
Just like us.
They look just like somebody I know.
Yeah. We took some extra pictures with that for him, didn't we?
Yeah, I'm actually up here trying to pull them up real quick. Mm-hmm. What about you, babe? What was your biggest takeaway from Egypt?
My biggest takeaway from Egypt was really the audacity of those people. Really, just the breadth of the stuff that they was doing. Everything was like, it's so big. It's so, man, it's just so grandiose. You just like, wow.
Yeah. Of all the people?
Huh?
Of all the people?
Yeah, all of them. Because, think about the pyramids. Like, you just build something that big? Like, something that big is a marvel today. So thousands of years ago, like, it was just on something different.
I'm trying to pull up the picture that Pops was talking about. Here it is. So this is what Pops is talking about, nephew, about how the folks on the walls were looking, let's see, just like us. Can you see that?
I don't see it.
Oh, let me. I'm about to put it on this thing.
Oh, there it is. Yeah, that's it. Oh
yeah.
Like, so you see those big noses and lips?
Yeah. No doubt.
Oh, sorry, I don't know what just happened.
You didn't hit the button.
There we go.
Yeah.
You can get closer, you can see like their hairstyles.
Yeah. Let me zoom in. So like look at that. You see the hair is braided.
Yeah.
And all that stuff. Like it was really cool and dope to see. It's really cool. Like we could do a 12-hour long slideshow with just the pictures.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like seriously, it was so much. I went over to my girlfriend's house the other day, and she just came back from Hawaii. So we exchanged phones, so I can look through her pictures and she can look through my pictures. And by the time I was getting ready to go, she was still on my day one pictures. I was like, "Ma'am, you're never ever gonna make it because there's so many doggone pictures."
Did y'all take these pictures, or did y'all have a crew?
Both. Both. But I tell you, this is your nephew. I mean, your uncle acting all coy. This is one of your uncle's favorite parts when he talk about the audacity.
I don't know what you talking about.
Here we go.
There is that's one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So tell the story, Freddie.
When they did things, they didn't do nothing small, did they?
They didn't do nothing small. So this is at Abu Simbel, right?
Right.
Ramses II. So Dan, you and I walked past this. So that's his temple to one of his wives, Ramses.
His first wife.
Oh, she was the first wife?
Mm-hmm. That's what they say.
Well, her name was Nefertari.
Nefertari.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's
one of the most beautiful women at that time, eh?
That's what they claim, that she was the most beautiful queen.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what's funny is, Ramses got this big temple out there, right? Yeah, he got this big thing that he had done, and then he made this one for the wife. But there's 6 figures outside of there, and 4 of them are Ramses.
Yeah. He wasn't shy, was
he? He wasn't shy at all.
Babe, if you look, she's not the same size on the outside. Look, she's the same size on the inside.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but they didn't do nothing small. But that dude right there loved himself, boy.
Yeah.
yeah. They say he had temples all over. In fact, Karnak, right? Wasn't Karnak his? Did you say that, Chris?
I don't know where the other ones were. Mustafa. Oh no, Jay told us about the multiples he had, but I don't know where the other ones are.
I feel like Karnak is like one of his, and that's one of the places we went.
Mm-hmm.
Mustafa was on that trip.
Yes, sir.
Oh, him and Prince.
Prince. Yes, sir. Okay. So with your uncle, are you pulling it up, babe?
What?
Your favorite picture of Ramses?
Oh no, I'm trying to find something else.
He got the love piece.
So when he talked about Ramses being a trip, I'm gonna say this. Shout out to Nene, one of the best who ever did it. Shout out to Rhoda, one of the best who ever did it. But y'all mamas don't love y'all like Ramses' mama obviously loved him, because she made him believe he could do anything. He made himself a god. He declared that he was a god and had people worship him. So the thing about this picture with his wife inside of her temple, this part right here is when he deemed that because he was a god, she was a goddess, and this is her being crowned a goddess because she was married to a god.
So she crowned herself a goddess.
He crowned her the goddess and said, like, you married to a god, so you was a goddess.
Yeah.
He's like, I pulled you up from obscurity, baby.
Look here.
Man, this dude was wild.
You are no longer a mere mortal. You're not a mere mortal. That dude inside his temples, he made himself the same size as the guys and everything. It was just a trip. So the funniest thing about it, while they were telling us the story, I was, of course, we all laugh like, "Oh, this dude was a trip." And in my head, I was like, I would start calling Pooh Ramses because that's how he act, like he a god. And then it hit me when the boys were little, because, well, I'll give all the credit to Fred. He really wanted the boys to know that they are royalty, right? Like, we did not come from slaves, we are royalty. So he had them choose king and pharaoh names, and I had my own queen name. So I was Nefertiti. The boys were Imhotep and Amenhotep. And guess what Pooh's name was?
Ramses.
Sure was. I was like, he was channeling Ramses before he even knew he was channeling Ramses.
What is it? Wasn't the DNA saying that we're Guyanese or something, or from Uncle Pooh Bear when you and Grandpa did it? What did y'all's resorts say?
Resorts or results?
Okay, I got you. That's cool.
Yoruba. Nigeria.
That explains the arrogance of the family.
Yeah.
Then your grandmother was Mende from Sierra Leone. That explains the feistiness.
That could have been Talladega. You never know.
They the same.
Are the ones who took over the Amistad.
So you saying grandma she's like, I never been a slave. We got the boat in the back.
Look here, it was in her jeans.
Who took over the Amistad?
Sir?
Who was it? The Amistad. Who you say?
The Mende.
Melinde.
Mende. The Mende tribe.
Oh, the Mende tribe. Or it was from the Mendes?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you remember that we saw that movie about him. John Quincy Adams defended Amistad, or whatever his name was.
What do you mean?
They had a trial, because they were trying to want to put him.
Oh, that's right.
But his defending attorney was John Quincy Adams.
You are right about that.
Yeah.
I forgot all about that.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Our forefathers.
Mm-hmm.
They kick rocks. Oops, I said it. My bad, nephew. I don't be want to get your show.
I can't remember. Eventually, they let them go back to Africa, right?
Yep. They won their freedom. But I'm going to have to, I keep saying I want to watch it again because it's been so long. It came out in 97. I remember going. I remember enjoying it. But I can't say that I could fully understand it. And I feel like now I could appreciate it a lot more.
Yeah. Got more background.
A lot more background. So yeah, I'm excited to watch that again. So nephew, you're the only one on here who hasn't gone to Egypt yet. You got to change that.
Yeah, we gotta get there.
Well, Pop's been to Ghana too.
Well, he the only one that ain't been to Egypt or Ghana. Have you been to Africa yet?
No, I've not been to Africa yet.
You have not been to the continent?
I gotta get there, but you know me, man. I was telling Ashley, I would love to travel more. The moment they make Stargates and I can just walk through a portal and not be on an 18-hour flight, I'll go anywhere you want to go.
Well, the flights are sort of split up. You're not sitting on the same flight that long.
Oh, man. When we had that flight to the Maldives and we were in the air for like 14, 15 hours just on one flight, I was just like, oh, Lord. Like every little month.
We had a JFK to Cairo direct.
Where was that at, Josh? You flew
to the Maldives.
Where in the heck is the Maldives?
It's on the other side. It's in the Indian Ocean, I think. Right? Yeah, I think it's the Indian Ocean. You gotta go all the way over to the other side
Far,
of the
far
world.
away.
It's far.
Mm.
That flight, I'll never forget that
Cairo,
long flight.
Cairo was 8 hours from New York.
I'd do that. I'd do an 8-hour flight, but that 14, 15-hour flight stuff, man, you really you're putting your faith in everything to the test, because every little bump feel like it's like you looking down and like, man, we ain't over land yet.
You're not gonna feel it, buddy. Don't worry about it. It's a morbid way to think about it, but it's like don't let that be your concern.
So, Pops, here's the Maldives. So you see Somalia right here. The Maldives is over here.
See, that's why it took so long.
Yeah.
Can you see that, Pops?
I can see. Where's this? It's kind of
Right
small.
here.
Put your finger. Can you put your finger there?
It's right here. Can you see my mouse moving?
No. Oh, yeah.
No.
It's in that big blue thing. The
Right
ocean
here.
right there.
Towards the right of the
So this is it. Can you see it right there, Pops?
No, I missed it.
Right here. Uh-oh. Right here.
in the middle of the blue.
I don't see nothing in the middle of the blue.
Right. It's just the word. They tiny islands.
Wait, I saw something moving.
Yeah, this is a tiny island, Grandpa.
Oh, it's right in the middle of the blue.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I see
So
something moving.
keep your eyes on this word. Keep your eyes on that, okay?
Yeah.
So you can see how close where it is. So you see it's right next, it's off of Somalia.
Well, it's quite a bit of ways.
Way far off of Somalia, but it's out that way.
Okay.
That's something.
So it's this little tiny dot right in the middle of the screen.
Yeah, I can see it now.
Yeah, I never knew where it is either. And I know somebody's over in the Canary Islands right now, and I was like, where is that? But that's off of West Africa.
You sure you can say that? You know, if they doing some illicit banking.
Well, I ain't say who it was. What the Canary Islands are known for people for whatever that is.
Something like I think you can. I think they don't have extradition, and I think you could just hide your money there.
Really?
Huh. I think so. There's a few places that you can legally. I don't know legally, but you could, go there, open up a bank account, bring. Like you got to have physical cash though. I think you can't just be wiring. Like you got to bring in and that's the other thing. I don't know how you're gonna be able to take a bunch of money through an airport. Like that's what I don't know. Like I ain't never laundered money, so I mean, like how the people be doing.
Well, I think you can take up to 5,000.
Yeah, but these people be taking millions of dollars.
Yeah, just fly private.
That's private jet.
Oh, I thought don't you still gotta go through security like everybody else?
Depends on the air. Depends.
It depends on how much money you got.
Right.
That part.
I'm asking the poor's question.
Because I'll tell you, there were times when people's bags were almost overweight, and they were like, "We could take care of that, though."
Right.
What is that? I'm like, what does that mean? Like that seems dangerous. Take care. We could take care of it.
Yeah, they just go and let it through for the right amount of compensation.
Yeah, that's wild.
And that's better than paying that extra bag fee or that overweight fee, man. So, okay, as we're leaving to go over there, two things I forgot. One, I forgot that on international flights, you get to take 2 checked bags free. Forgot that. So we sat there and tried to squeeze everything into 1 checked bag. My bag was over 14 pounds, babe? So we had to figure out how to move stuff around. And it got to the point where we were so frustrated and like sort of rushing to make sure we made our flight. We were just like, forget it. We'll go ahead and just check it overweight. You know how much they charged us to pay to check that overweight bag?
$200.
$200 damn.
Oh, yeah. I was trying to think. I don't know whether it was Pooh or Sean or somebody. We went somewhere and their bag was overweight. And I think whoever it was, they just took the stuff out and left it.
Now, when we got to JFK, because we had to fly from Chicago to JFK, LaGuardia. Then we had to transfer from LaGuardia to JFK in order to fly over to Cairo. So by the time we got to JFK, we were like, look, we're not about to pay an overweight bag fee again. We got to figure this out. So we were up in there moving stuff from bag to bag. I put on like 4 sweaters. I had on so many clothes. I had stuff hanging off of me, but I forgot. I knew my liquids were the heaviest thing, so I knew some of the heaviest stuff. So I took that out of my check bag and got to the doggone security line and realized I had this real big jar of hair stuff, and they weren't gonna let me take it through. So I had to find a empty Ziploc bag and pour some of my hair stuff in there, and I had to throw some of my stuff away. And it was crazy because I threw it away. This one dude looked at me and said, "Oh," I said, "Oh yeah, that hurt. It hurt, but on the way back though, we came back with an extra bag, so it just made it a lot easier. A lot easier."
Yeah, I see. I don't know. Well, I really packed a lot.
Did you see my new clippers? You know, they took my clippers from me in Cairo.
Mm.
And I got some now that, oh man, did I tell you about, boy, you can cut them big toenails? Was y'all there when I got it?
Yeah,
yes, sir.
Yeah, man,
when you said clippers, I thought you were talking about your hair first. I remember you over there clipping them toes.
Wait a minute. So
man, I cut them big toenails. Now they so brittle. When I cut them, you know, they just crumble, you know. But if you just got a regular toenail cutter, you can't even cut it. You can't cut them. Oh man, I was moving on up.
Yeah, he excited about that.
Yeah.
Everything else was just whatever. But that nail clipper, that's what Grandpa remember.
Pyramids.
It's like
this nail clipper.
This nail clipper, we never had this type of technology back over in America.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, they pretty special.
We might
they took the clipper. That's what you said, Grandpa. They took the clipper from you.
Yeah, you know, I brought them. I brought them with me inside my suitcase. But this time I had them in my carry-on bag.
Oh, that's
so
your first.
When my carry-on bag through the X-ray, it showed them clippers, and we just took the clippers and threw them in the trash.
They are huge. They look like wire trimmers. They
Whoa, wait a minute.
Yeah, you're right.
That's what they look like. They look like wire trimmers.
What type of devices do you need for your feet?
Yeah, they weren't hearing that.
You sure they weren't wire trimmers and Grandpa just call them nail clippers?
Look here, I don't know, but I know them things are huge and they strong. And I know that man was having a good time clipping them toenails at the kitchen table.
Yeah, right. He threw them in the trash, but he got them out that trash, probably and carried them home, right?
Oh, he probably did.
Yeah.
He probably did. Yeah, and it's so crazy. Like Egypt is so different in the sense where, like, they smoke everywhere.
Like cigarettes?
Yes. Airports, hotels, don't matter.
They do?
Yes, sir. I'm surprised you ain't never noticed that.
No, I didn't know. I never noticed that.
Even at our hotel, when we first got there, our rooms weren't ready, so we sat down to get something to eat inside the hotel. There was an ashtray on our table. I was like, when was the last time you seen an ashtray on a dining table out in public?
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
That's what they wanted. That's crazy.
Yeah, now that you mention it, seemed like when we went to eat, it seemed like there was ashtrays in the cafeteria there, whatever they call it.
The dining hall? Probably.
Yeah. I saw somebody smoking in there. Yeah.
Yeah. And we went to eat that last day. We went to an Italian restaurant inside the hotel, and they asked us smoking or non-smoking. I was like, when was the last time you've been asked that question?
That's right. You want me to do it? You want me doing that here?
Not in America.
Yeah.
But they weren't like that in Ghana either. It was very rare we saw anybody smoking in Ghana. Period.
Yeah.
But in Egypt, that was like the thing.
Mm-hmm.
Everywhere.
I'm glad you guys had a safe journey and got to experience so you guys there 6 weeks.
Oh, you so petty. 3. So petty.
I just remember y'all were just gone for so long. Me and Grandpa were just, we're grasping the straws, trying to, he's like, Grandpa don't want to talk to me. He want to talk to his, his crystal. You don't want the pool. I'm just a cameraman. He just like, Josh, what are we talking about today? And he's like, well, we're gonna try something else.
Yeah, it was awesome. I just got to go on a trip with you, Pops. I need you to go on another trip with us.
Oh, hey, yeah. I've been working on my knee. I don't want to go on no trip as a cripple. I'm about to work on it though. In fact, I think I'm going to go to the Michigan Senior Games and explain to them people why I didn't run in Florida. And if they got a stipulation about if you don't have too many, if they ain't got enough on the thing, I could be a substitute,
Oh, okay.
You've
been using that massage oil?
Still having to qualify, huh?
Have you been using your massage oil?
Oh yeah, I used it this morning.
Okay.
And the essential oil.
Mm-hmm.
Put that essential oil on there and rub it down, then massage it. So.
Shit, now you said that, I think I need to pull out mine because I am sore.
Oh. Yeah, I worked at it pretty good.
Yeah. I'm gonna need some help, babe.
Oh, here it is. I was gonna see how my baby is.
I was about to say, what is that? I thought you put out a mallet at first. I was about to say, who you think?
You thought I was not?
It could have been a gun. It could have been a mallet. It could have been
right.
anything.
I thought that was a mallet at first.
No,
oh, yeah.
That's the one gonna get that leg fixed up.
Yeah, I need to charge mine.
Yeah. Yes.
Boy, these tailors ain't focused today. Focus, gentlemen. Let's have a conversation.
I'm like Uncle Pooh every day. I'm putting out multiple fires. Auntie over here, she got assistants to help her, unlike us regular folk.
Well, slaving folks for real.
Auntie be got people handing her stuff off camera.
You talking about that people that's sitting on the screen right there?
handing stuff off camera.
Wow.
Yeah, did I tell you? So your youngest nephew, not your youngest, but the older boy, Sebastian. He did his first class project.
His first presentation. It was so cute.
Yeah.
What was the presentation on?
George Washington Carver.
George Washington Carver.
Oh yeah, he did a full 3 minutes.
So what did y'all get on that assignment?
Y'all.
Well, what CC and Ashley get on that assignment?
My son got 100% on his assignment.
Nice.
Yeah, we were practicing that. And like I was just like when they told us each kid has to do 3 minutes of a presentation, I was just like, y'all asking for a lot. Because Sebastian, like it was just for me, I'm like, it was enough for the fact that he remembered what to say. And that was like 10 seconds. He's like, he's trying to cover, how he talks so fast when he gets excited. But they were just patient with him. They're like, everybody just slow down. And he had a little ruler and he was pointing each part of his presentation. And we went to the store and got him some circus peanuts to pass out.
Aww.
And,
those are disgusting, by the way.
And I like them circus peanuts. And Joshua and Sebastian came out. And I had a bag full of them. And Joshua didn't want none. Sebastian didn't want none. They passing them out. They don't like neither one of them. Like them.
That's disgusting.
Yeah, I was filling up on them. In fact, I still got another bag now. Blanche bought me about 4 bags of them.
Grandpa then asked me like 5 different times, like, "You sure you don't want some? You sure? These circus peanuts is good now. You sure you don't want some?" I'm like,
I thought something was wrong with him. Them peanuts.
I thought something was wrong with him.
I thought something was wrong with you. The peanuts was great.
He said, "Not the peanuts, you."
I'm like, ain't no way.
Neither one of y'all didn't want none.
I found something that Pops didn't like too much. It didn't really eat. I brought back these like dried seeds. They look like pumpkin seeds from Africa.
Oh yeah, them
I
went,
didn't like those too much.
they were hard as a rock.
Yeah.
Now, in my teeth, by the time I never got nothing out of it, because I couldn't break them all the way open.
Yeah, I finally just threw that bag away the other day, Pop.
But I couldn't.
Yeah, I threw them away because I was like, I can't finish these. They were. Now the other ones that we had, they were really good.
Oh yeah.
You'd have liked the mixed ones that we had. They were really good, but
Yeah.
that one right there, that was not a good pick at all. At all. So, Pops, which one did you prefer, Egypt or Ghana?
That's a good question there. I preferred Egypt for the educational values I got from Egypt. I always wanted to see the pyramids, and the Sphinx and all that. But Ghana, I felt like I was at home. Me and Pooh didn't see much of it because we didn't know much about it. But I felt so comfortable. I keep talking about it too. Me and Pooh was sitting out there eating that fish dinner. And I just felt like I was in Inkster, If I'd have just closed my eye and woke up, I'd have probably said, man, let's go home, I mean, I really felt comfortable in Ghana. I don't know what it's all about. I mean, it was just the idea that I know Ghana got its problems like everything else,
Sure.
But we got our problems here, But I just felt so comfortable in Ghana. Like, I finally got back home or something like that, I can't really explain it, but I really feel comfortable in Ghana.
Yeah, I agree with that. It felt familiar.
Yeah, familiar. Yeah.
It felt very familiar. Our very first night there, we were on our way to dinner and we were riding through the neighborhood and it just felt familiar. And I immediately just started looking at my calendar, trying to figure out if we move over there, how I can move my meetings around and stuff. And by the time we got to dinner, I looked at Pooh and said, I'm ready to move. He was like, okay. I'm like, yeah, this is, like you said, it just feels right.
But the hotel we stayed in name was The Roots, ROOT.
Yeah.
And Freddie got up and he would go jogging, and across the street from that hotel. You remember that woman over there selling water? Across from the hotel. Yeah, I mean, that's what I think. It looked so local, like, could have been selling water here in Inkster.
Seriously. Yeah, I agree with you, Pops. Like, I enjoyed Egypt. I guess I could go back just because the temples and the Valley of the Kings.
The tempers and the temples were high.
I'll take that. I earned that one. But they were so big that it would take so much time to really go back.
When y'all was in Nubia.
Thank you.
Yeah, did y'all go to the same house there in Nubia?
Yes, sir.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So,
what you think of the food, Auntie, while you were there?
Oh, I loved it. I'll say this: I'm in love with jollof rice. Look.
Which
from Ghana?
Okay,
I preferred the food in Ghana more than I did in Egypt. Egypt was cool, but Ghana's food, I was like, yeah. There was one buffet I had that I wasn't a fan of at all. Since I'm such a potato girl, I was disappointed in how they didn't put too much love into their potatoes, except this one spot. They made these mashed potatoes. I ain't that bad. Babe, when you tell them,
they were good.
I was like, I don't know what they did to these mashed potatoes, but oh my gosh. And I like that Ghana, they like cooking with spices. So I felt like it was more flavorful.
But
cooking spices in Egypt?
They had a restaurant up over the hotel at the Roots. But the food to me, I couldn't tell the difference between that and American food. What do you think?
Because y'all kept eating pizza. Because y'all kept eating pizza.
Yeah, it was definitely catered towards us.
They were making American food.
I'm looking at you like pizza.
Oh, okay.
Like
we was up there. Yeah, everything I saw.
They got Grandpa in Egypt. They sewing chiseled pizza hieroglyph into a wall of the hotel, and he's like, "Well, if it's on stone."
The food. As I said, the food in Egypt was cool.
Mm.
Yeah, it was cool, but the majority of the time we ate like either at the hotel or on the boat. And so they're cooking large amounts of food. So there was some things that were really good, but sometimes it was just like, oh, okay, this is cool. You know, like, oh, okay. Your uncle put me up on game with making sure I got the soup everywhere. So I would go for the soup first, and the soups were typically really good. Soups were really good.
Mm.
But yeah, I feel like Ghana cooked with more spices than Egypt.
I dig that.
Yeah, but we got to eat at a lot of different places in Ghana.
Yeah.
I guess you go to Egypt for the history, you go to Ghana for the food. Is that what it is?
Well, really for the culture. Yeah. I think the culture, you get the history too. That's really important, but like the culture and the people, it's just a different vibe. Like Egypt is like, Egypt is still controlled by the Arabs. So, that's the dominant culture there and people, so it's all of that. Then Ghana.
They were probably cool seeing Auntie out there because she was like that. She matches more of that complexion, but Uncle Pooh Bear they were treating like an outsider.
No, they love all of us because we come with money. Money.
I'll tell you the first time I was asked if I was from there. No, it wasn't the first time. I was asked if I was from Egypt. I think we got to the papyrus store, but when we got further south to Aswan, where they look like black folks like us, they were really asked like, "Are you from here?" And I was like, "No." They're like, "You sure?" And I was like, "Yeah." Like the black folks, homie, they know I'm black and I don't look like.
They're like, "Sir, we see you married a butter cookie."
So what they call the women over there is brown sugar. Brown sugar. Oh, brown sugar.
So, in Egypt.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. When y'all was at Aswan, when you was coming back, Freddie, you remember that guy? You didn't run into that guy no more, did you? Them two guys were trying to sell us.
Sell y'all?
Berber.
I mean, they were trying to sell us some stuff,
Oh, I was just like, y'all almost got sold into slavery.
OMG.
Well, no, that happens out there. So it's like, what? But it's not like here where it's just an amendment for like if you go to jail, you go to slavery. They like if they catch you slipping out there, you're gonna be somewhere else.
Yeah, that's real.
Yeah, but y'all had the good experience. Like I'm happy that you guys are safe and you guys got to go over there. And
why you keep saying that?
Because I'm jealous because I didn't get to go.
Why you keep saying the safe thing?
Because I didn't say safe. I like saying, this is what I think about. I well wish people with health and prosperity.
But all the times we've traveled, I've never heard you talk about us being safe as much.
I say I'll be safe all the time. I don't know. Maybe I sound different. I got 2 kids now, so now I'm thinking about safety all the time.
That's good.
I'm like, hold you.
When you come back from Atlanta for the 17th time, I want you to say, I'm glad y'all made it back safe.
Oh, definitely. When you come back from Atlanta for the 17th time, y'all be out there just in the streets having fun.
Hey, so when we went to the Bloom Bar, we were 3 minutes from the Roots Hotel. So it was over.
You were where?
Now, what is that?
We went to like a bar. We went out one night in Ghana, and this spot called the Bloom Bar, and that was 3 minutes from the Roots Hotel where Dad and I stayed. Yeah, and it's about 10 minutes from the hotel that we stayed from. The Roots Hotel is about 10 minutes. We were close to the airport, so like going back towards the airport.
Oh yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool. Man, that's well. So when y'all were in Africa, did y'all fly between the 2 countries you went to, or did you take the train, or how was the travel? Like, how was the infrastructure when y'all were? This is basically my final thought because I know I got to go back, but like, how was the infrastructure between the places you went? How that you saw was it like I know you guys have sent like photos and stuff now where it's like it's a lot different than how they show it on the news and out here, where it's a lot more modern than people think it is out there. So, but like, so how was it? How was the infrastructure when you were driving around? Was it easy to go places and stuff like that?
The flights were easy. So we flew from Cairo to Accra,
Mm-hmm.
and then we had a
Well,
layover.
within Egypt, we flew from Cairo to Luxor, then cruised down to Aswan, and then flew back from Aswan to Cairo.
Okay, so
Right.
it's more water based travel then.
No, just for that trip.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that was just Egypt. But yeah, then we just flew across. We had a layover, didn't we?
To go to Egypt.
No, to go to Cairo.
I mean, Accra.
To go to I can't remember. Yeah, but anyway, I mean,
I think we ended up somewhere, but even inside of Ghana, we flew from Accra to Kumasi and then back. So it's just like anywhere else here. Sometimes we took a 3.5 hour drive. Sometimes we got on the plane. Sometimes we were on the water. It's just like anywhere else.
Hold on now. We ain't got some people. Somebody from what's his name? Headslayer70 says I'm from Cairo.
Sweet.
Man, people be hopping on when I'm trying to end the show. What are you Americans doing in Cairo? We seen I didn't get to go, but everyone else here got to go and they got to see how beautiful it is and cool. Want to go out there. What's he's in Ohio. Swag like Ohio, or is he saying he's in Ohio? I'm from Cairo. Well, that's cool, man. That's this was this the second international person we just had say they seen the show? Yeah,
Right.
now we get Headslayer70. What's up, Headslayer70? Man, that's cool. I like that. I like that people are like coming from all over the world watching.
Yeah. Y'all international.
Well, when you have high end participators and cast members on the show, that's what you get. You get people from all around the world.
Oh, okay.
I'm glad that we were able to have you grace us with your presence.
Keep on, nephew.
I love my aunt. I don't want no trouble.
I love you too, baby.
Well, let me see. Let's do it here. What was let's just the swell. My final thought on the swell is drinkable. I'll give it a 6 because I'm not really into like the higher IBU stuff, but it's not bad. I think maybe Uncle Pooh Bear might like this, maybe a little bit because you guys still like IPAs a lot, don't you?
Yeah, I had one other day that was pretty good.
So I mean, it's okay. I give a 6 is fine. Like I might drink it again. I wouldn't buy it, but like if it was out, I'd drink it again.
Gotcha.
What about the wine y'all had? Let's give our final thoughts and because we actually didn't really rate anything today.
Oh, I love my wine. I would say this is a solid 7.5.
It's not bad. We haven't had high numbers like that around here in a while.
This is mine. Mine is a solid 5.5, 6, maybe a 6.
You can tell Uncle Pooper really likes his wine when the further away his pinky is from the glass when he's drinking it.
My God.
The better, the higher the rating of the wine. if he's gripping the glass like it's a goblet, then it's not that good.
Right, we doing that one.
What about you, Pops?
I'm watching him trying to figure out how to get his fingers out so he can do his pinky.
He said something about that pinky finger. I want to see how it look on a bottle of beer.
Well, you got the middle one out.
You got one out.
Ain't that the pinky finger?
You got to put your middle finger back in.
The little finger is in.
Your middle finger.
Oh, other big one. Oh, I was on the other end. Okay, how about that?
He's like, but this finger has to stay out. That has
I don't understand.
Oh, okay. Just one finger stays out.
no, I was joking. So, Pops, hold your glass like this.
Okay, I got four
Yeah,
fingers.
hold all of it. And then just pull out that bottom finger.
Oh.
There you go.
That
There you
it?
go. Yes, sir.
Oh, okay.
And that, ladies and gentlemen, is your moment of zen.
And scene.
So what's your final rating on that beer, Pops?
What's
your final rating on the beer?
Well, it moved up. It was 5.5, but it moved up to 5.6.
Okay. Incremental change.
Incremental
change. Slowly but surely.
Well,
wow.
That's it for this episode, everybody. You know, we got what was it? You got that you sent us, Uncle Pooh Bear, this morning, so we can put up the schedule for the travel on here before we go. Oh. I know Auntie got it because she's always prepared.
Bam, he knocked it out for you.
Where is it? I don't see it.
It's in the chat.
Oh, I thought you were gonna put it on the screen so I can show it. All right.
You can't control the screen. You got the screen.
No, I mean, how you be doing it, Auntie, where you have stuff that just show up.
I just share my whole screen, but you want to
share your whole screen? I'm about to. All right, let me see if I could do that really quick. So I want people to see it because I know we always talk about it, but we don't have people. Oh, wait a minute, Uncle Pooh Bear bless me. So yeah, y'all, if y'all want to get on these excursions, it's coming up.
Yeah, buddy.
What's that one that says Kenya and what else?
Seychelles.
Well, so where is that?
Off in the middle of the water, like
you got one.
I was about to say it's in between.
You got one going to Kenya?
Yes.
Oh wow.
Yeah, that's August.
Yeah, Kenya and Seychelles.
So nephew, y'all probably flew over Seychelles going to the Maldives.
Probably, if I was conscious, I might know.
Yeah, it's like it's in the middle. It's a little bit closer.
But yeah, man, I'm definitely gonna have to hop on one of these. You know your niece, she's been chomping at the bit to get back to Africa. She already been, but she's like, I can't wait to take the boys.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, I don't know if you want to take
Senegal and Gambia.
Yeah, I got to get to Kenya. That's back in the day when I used to read about. You know what? I didn't know this. Very interesting. But you know that book I think it's you, Freddie, gave me the book on Marcus Garvey.
Mm-hmm.
Did you know that Jomo Kenyatta, Patrice Lumumba, Juan Nkrumah, did you know they all had some connection with Marcus Garvey?
Yeah, they all Garveyites.
Huh? Yeah, I didn't know that till I was reading the book. I said, oh man, all of them revolutionaries, they was all Garveyites.
That's where the Black Star come from in the Ghana flag.
Oh, okay. See, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
It was very interesting. They were talking about Garvey.
I gotta say, it always blows my mind when Grandpa says he doesn't know something, because I'm just like, he's like my information bank. When I have a question, I ask Grandpa. He be like having detailed information, faster than the internet.
You sure that's me? I was just surprised to see that Marcus Garvey, had that connection with the revolutionaries. This was about, I think Marcus Garvey, this might have been about 1940.
Oh, bless you.
That was a deep ancestral. That was ancestral sleep.
All them. That was the end of his career, and evidently they must have been going down, and studying under him.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I'm just guessing, but I was surprised that Patrice Lumumba even know the Marcus Garvey.
Man, he had a worldwide organization.
Yeah, I think he had something like about 5 million followers.
Yeah, those are paid.
Hey,
paid
I'm about to end the show, but don't hang up. First, I want to ask you guys something.
Okay.
Wrapping up the show today. Episode 174. We're 25 away from 200, y'all. We might have to do something for 200 episode. We might have to do that like a family one again. Do it like in live from someplace.
Okay.
Yeah, I like it.
I'm here for it.
That's like 25, 26 weeks from now. So that's a good, we can plan something. We might have to do it on location out, at one of these trip places.
Well, if that's in 26 weeks, that's almost around Thanksgiving time.
Really?
South Africa, let's do
it.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I'm about to end the broadcast. See you guys next week. We got the original cast back in full effect.